I'm Professor Music, and you can play what I just played. Let's learn a few chords. Did you recognize that music? Let's learn it together, shall we? It's from Beethoven's First Symphony. It's the first 20 seconds or so. I played it a bit faster, but let's look at what I played. Out of order, we'll start with the easiest chords that I strummed, and we'll go in order from easiest to hardest, right? Now, you remember in our last lesson, we talked about strumming, and of course, you might recall, since you've been practicing, I know you have, that we can strum either with our thumb, our index finger, our middle finger, or the pick.
No, not that pick. This pick.
I'm using my thumb. I like to use my thumb most of the time. My thumb and my fingers together, and you'll get to that point. But like I said in the first video, just pick one for now and get good at it, and you'll fill in the blanks as we go. All right? What chords did I just play? C7, F, G7, A minor, D7, hard one, and G. All right, and we'll learn all of those chords, but like I said, let's start with the easiest and move up to the hardest, because if you've never played before, let's start with the easiest thing, which is A minor. 3 open strings, which means open means no finger on the fretboard, or no finger on the string. But we will use one finger for this chord, and I'm going to say let's use our middle finger on the top string, known as G, and place your middle finger on the 2nd fret. And you want to get the fleshy part of the finger. See how I have a line in my finger? That means a string has been pressed into it. And that's where your finger goes. In the fleshy part, right? That's where the string goes, in the fleshy part of your finger, right in the center of it. And press that down, the middle finger on the 2nd fret of the top string, and strum with your preferred finger or pick, and you have an A minor. Good job, your first chord. All right, let's look at our second chord. C7. Open, open, open. And then the first finger right here on the 1st fret of the A string, the bottom string. And the 1st fret is hard to press down, so get that finger in there and press down hard. Sounds good. C7. All right. That's all the chords we'll play with one finger. Now let's play the 2-finger chords. F. Our first finger is on the 1st fret of the E string. That's the one right above the bottom. Press it on there. Then add the middle finger to the top string, the G, at the 2nd fret, and strum. F. Very good. All right, the next 2 chords have 3 fingers. G7, the easiest of these next 2. Place the 1st finger again on the 1st fret of the E string. Place the middle finger on the 2nd fret of the C string. That's the thick one. Ring finger at the very bottom, 2nd fret of the A string. And leave the G string at the top open. And you have G7. Strum it. All right, how about G? Open here at the top. 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the C string. Middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. And then the ring finger, that's the hard part, on the 3rd fret of the E string. 0, 2, 3, 2. Open, index, ring, middle, G. All right. And if you're able to play all of those chords, then you're ready for the next chord. If you're not, maybe take a pause and go back through all those chords again and spend a few days on those chords, because this next one is our first hard chord. How to play. Ooh, D7. I'm only using 2 fingers. But it's pretty hard because my first finger is holding down every string. What? You might be asking yourself, Professor Music, how do I do that? This is called a bar. B-A-R-R-E in France, or B-A-R in America. And my finger is barred. You see how it's straight? The knuckle's not bent anywhere. I've got a straight finger here, and it is on the 2nd fret. It's straight, and it's pressing down every single string, and you'll hear it. Pretty good. And you keep your finger barred, as if that wasn't hard enough. Maybe spend some time on that, and then take it off, and then put it on again. Your finger will ache as it gets stronger. Put it on, and take it off, and put it on again. And once you're comfortable with that, add the middle finger at the 3rd fret of the bottom string, the A string, and you have D7. You've played it, your first hard chord. Good job. Alright, we've played D7, and now let's put those chords back in order, not from easiest to hardest, but in the order that they occur, in Beethoven's First Symphony. So if you learn these chords, you can play the first 20 seconds or so of Beethoven's First Symphony. So let's do that. And it's nice and slow. And it's good that it's slow. You can take your time to move from one chord to the next. And just make sure your fingers are ready, and then strum. And so we play C7, F, G7, a little louder, and then quietly A minor, and then very loud D7, the hard one, and again, one more time, and then a little quieter G. Wow. And look, not only can I do it with my thumb, I can do it with my index finger, and with my middle finger, and with my pick. And so should you. So maybe you've picked one, your thumb, or the pick, or whichever finger, and you've been practicing that for a while. Great. Now maybe not only you want to get good with all your fingers here on these chords, but you want to get your right fingers going. So practice with the pick, practice with the thumb, practice with the index and the middle, and you're going to see some good improvements. All right, listen, I'm Professor Music. I hope you enjoyed those chords, those 6 chords, and I hope you enjoyed learning some of Beethoven. Very fun. All right, until next time, happy playing. I'm Professor Music.